This diaphragm looking thing, I'm very skeptical. I like this little curved stir, Aeropress, good job. I'm gonna try all these coffees side by side to see which one I like better. What the hell is that? Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's big, it's red, and it says subscribe. And while you're down there, hit that little bell. It notifies you that I have a new video coming out. I've got a lot of new videos coming and I wanna make sure you know about them. Yeah, baby. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do something very near and dear to my heart. We are gonna compare coffee apparatuses for the backcountry. One of my favorite things to do is drink coffee. So it's only natural that I would want to figure out which one is the best thing to take with me on a backpacking trip. If you're a weekend warrior, this is the video for you. First one, we have the Aeropress travel size. Now, different from the Aeropress normal, you can see with the size difference, the Aeropress has compacted themselves down for a travel version. Then we have the Anroye, which it's only 10 bucks, but it's a bad name. Then you have the Miir, and then we have the Buddy sock, which, I mean, let's be honest, this looks like a diaphragm. And then we have our traditional French press, which GSI has called theirs a Java press. I take this guy backpacking with me, but what I want to know is, am I being dumb taking this guy backpacking with me, or should I change my process to one of these? I'm obviously not going to take this grinder or this fellow with me. In reality, when I'm on the trail, I'm gonna take my jet boil and I'm already gonna pre-grind my coffee. Let's get started and let's figure out which one of these apparatuses is best on the trail. The Aero Press Go comes with, well, we've upgraded our Aero Press Go with the fellow Prismo, which I highly recommend. This little device makes it seamless to push down so that you don't have to have as much weight when you're pushing down to plunge, as well as not letting any water escape from it, or coffee in this case, escape from it when you are brewing your coffee, the traditional Aeropress method. 30 bucks, cup included, and stir for that matter. And then 25 bucks for this one. So we're looking at 57 bucks, it's $32 plus 25, 57 bucks for this particular kit. Weight of this bad boy is 312 grams. If you want to bring a different cup with you on this together is 165 grams. The Anroye, which is pretty darn light. If I'm gonna take something that's really quick and easy, this guy is pretty amazing. We're looking at 35 grams. Hell, by weight, if you're just looking by weight alone, this thing will be perfect, but let's see how well it makes coffee. And then we have the Miir. Now, the Miir is a little bit hard to assemble. I'm just gonna tell you. You have to make sure that you put each of these edges in correctly. Basically, there's a thick end cut and a small end cut, and making sure that you put the small end cut to the big end cut, and it makes this cool shape. You'd think this thing is super light, but it's coming in at 140 grams. Coffee Brew Buddy. This diaphragm looking thing, I'm very skeptical on how well this makes coffee, but this is also one of those hits out there. People are taking this out there backpacking, so I want to see what it's all about. This one weighs in at 32 grams. This is actually heavier than this guy, and this guy's flat, which is mainly why people are gonna love this kind of apparatus. I'm not sold. Okay, so the GSI Java Press is 233 grams, and with its own cup, 304 grams. The heaviest one is the Aeropress. Is it worth that many grams to bring? Is really the question I'm asking to myself, and I'm trying to convince you of that. We'll see what the coffee extraction process is. Aeropress, we're gonna go 18 grams of coffee. Prismo on first. Lock it. So we have 18 grams of coffee, and then we're gonna have 200 grams of water. Put this on a timer for 4 minutes. A lot of us don't remember to do this when we're out there, but what you do is you do a bloom. So you add about 40 grams of water, give it a little stir, If you just throw water right directly into it and then just don't have a bloom, you're missing the opportunity to letting all the flavors of the coffee come out. If you're out on the trail, really, you're probably gonna just put it up to there, which is at the top of the number 3. That's probably what you're gonna do when you're out on the trail. And then we're gonna let that sit for 4 minutes total. We've already been here for about a minute. So one of the other reasons why you bloom is because you wanna get the gases off of the coffee. It's been sitting in a bag. It's been sitting in a bag transported, and it's been sitting in a bag after it's been roasted. So you wanna give it its chance to breathe, essentially. And then I like to take this little guy, give it a little stir. I like this little curved stir, Aeropress, good job. Okay, here we go. 4 minutes total, and we're gonna pop this on and press it down. Like I said, the Prismo makes it so that it is seamless. The cleanup in an Aeropress is the easiest. You just pop it right into a trash can, just to sneak a little taste. Ooh. That is a good cup of coffee. Now that we're done with the Aeropress, let's go with the Arayo. What I like about this guy is you just do that and it fits right into a cup. You can't even see it in the cup. Now there it is. That's pretty cool. Let's see how good it performs now. Also, one of the other things I like about this is that it's reusable. The one problem with the Miir is if you brought the Miir but didn't bring your filters, sorry, you're not making coffee. We got 18 grams of coffee in here. Great. And we're gonna bloom this guy. I'm sure the inventors of this guy probably were like, we don't need to bloom this. And I'm gonna go 18 to 200 grams of coffee. We got a nice little crema at the top. I'm impressed with that. That's good. Looks good. I'm gonna give it a little stir. Okay, so we're at 6 minutes, and either I didn't grind the coffee coarse enough, which it's set at a grind of 20, which is pretty coarse. Kill that. So Miir wants you to use their filters. I don't have their filters. I didn't special order their filters. What do I have? I have a Chemex filter from home. So first thing, when you're doing a pour over with a paper filter, you want to wet the paper filter so you get the paper taste out, and so it locks in there. Lovely. Ooh, smells so good. Love a good bloom. Now the ratio that you want to go for a pour over is 1 to 17, as in 1 gram of coffee to 17 grams of water. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. I really like the design. Forgetting the papers is a huge element for me. I really loved the look of this one, but I don't know. Okay. Put this guy right here. And now the sock, the most ghetto looking one. I'm gonna give it the most ghetto cup. The only thing I got online for this guy is, because all the other videos were just like, put a scooper in. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a little more scientific with this. Let's put half of what I read on Reddit, which is 30 grams of coffee to 500 grams of water. So I'm gonna go 250 grams of water to 15 grams of coffee. This just looks weird. This has got to be in competition to the GSI sock. GSI, the same company that makes this, makes a sock, and I couldn't get myself to try that one. Also, it was on back order, so I didn't do this for this coffee comparison. But the GSI sock, I mean, I'm trading sock for sock. You have a diaphragm sock or a sock that hangs above the cup. And it doesn't say how long to let it sit for. I'm gonna give it a minute. Okay, compared to the other ones, the coffee just looks muddier. You can tell that the sock is just a little muddier. We have one more coffee to brew, which is my actual least favorite method, which is the French press method. Why I don't like French press actually has to do with the cleanup. Cleaning out a French press is the most cumbersome of all devices. because all the grinds are stuck at the bottom, and then you have to scoop all of that out. Whichever one has an easier cleanup might also be a factor of which one you want to use in the backcountry. All right, for our French press, we are gonna do 30 grams of coffee to 350 grams of hot water. 30 grams, and we're gonna add 350 grams of water. I will still bloom this as well, which is, actually, honestly, I've never watched anybody else do a French press. I've just always bloomed it. Just always bloomed it. I'm gonna do the Hoffman swirl, as I like to call it. Shout out to Hoffman, I love your coffee videos, buddy. With a French press, same with the Aeropress, you want 4 minutes of extraction time. Just sitting and waiting. God, there's coffee grounds everywhere. What is this? Oh yeah. Okay, the moment of truth. I'm gonna try all these coffees side by side to see which one I like better. They're gonna be different temperatures because it took me a long time to not just make them, but shoot them. I really love how an Aeropress does coffee. You get a better extraction. There's still the complexity of the flavors. You get the sour on the front and a finish, and you get that hint of berry that I really love. Same coffee, tastes completely different with the Arayo. Not my favorite, but if one of you guys wants Arayo, I'll be giving it away. The Miir. In a Miir. I just realized I did that. I put a Miir in a Miir. Funny. I actually think if we were to put the Miir next to the Aeropress, they'd be a little closer in flavor profile. What the hell is that? Which one was this? The sock? Oh my God. The sock wins for the worst extraction of coffee. Surprise. Maybe I should have left it in there for 4 minutes instead of 1 minute. Honestly, yeah, it's a nice piece of equipment because it's the lightest one, but it's also the crappiest one. Stay tuned for the next episode where I can teach you how to make better coffee than the sock for cheaper. Okay. Interestingly enough, I would say that the French press is not as full-bodied as the Porigami and the Aeropress. The two most full-bodied coffees in this element. This is the same coffee. The coffee itself isn't the thing that's more full body. The actual extraction method is the thing that has given it more flavor, the complexity of flavors, which the start, middle, and end of the actual flavors are best on the Aeropress and the Miir. There you have it. Aeropress, Miir, French press. Next week, I'm gonna compare the different versions of instant, from the tea bag coffee to actual instant coffee. And I'm gonna show you a trick of how you can make your own tea bag coffee very easily for a cheaper price. I will send 3 different people one of these coffee apparatuses. All you have to do is leave a comment below and tell me which one you want. Sorry, I'm not gonna give you the Aeropress because I'm keeping the Aeropress. And the French press happens to be my director of photography. Shout out to Cowboy Coffee Pictures. Thank you very much for helping me shoot this video. I'm not gonna give you his, although he's gonna be using this guy, I'm sure, instead of this guy. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next Friday for an all-new video on coffee.